Hi everyone, it's been a minute since Bailey and I have done one of these reaction videos, but we're back and we're going to be giving our live reactions to season 1, episode 4 of For All Mankind. Bailey, thanks for joining.
Of course, I'm so excited. I've actually been thinking about this show a lot, so I'm excited that we're finally getting back to watching it, because I keep making up things in my head, or people will say something, I'm like, no, don't tell me, I don't want to know. So this has been very difficult, but I have my moon buddy, so
Yes,
we're good
buddy.
to watch. I'm
Nice.
ready to go for launch.
Okay, all right, so here we go.
This is the new front in the Cold War. If the Soviets are going to build a lunar military outpost up there, the president wants one too, and he wants it first.
Anastasia Belikova, the 32-year-old Soviet cosmonaut, has become the first woman to set
Epic.
foot on the moon.
To be fair, I love Valentina.
Yeah, I love that scene. Oh, it's so good.
We ask that everyone give her loved ones time to grieve in this moment of loss.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was sad.
And her indomitable spirit will be missed.
Flags at NASA's manned space.
That was like her friend too. That would be so rough.
This is like the women are being like the men with the drinking and the pushing things down.
I know, yeah, that's true.
She tried to stay with the vehicle and she should have punched out. Simple as that. Now she's gone.
That's a big thing with pilots.
Being able to like know when to like eject.
Yeah.
I feel like I would probably like eject really quickly.
How many moms do you know that are training to go into outer space and still find time to help their kids do their homework in the morning?
She didn't do it.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting because like, especially for back then, I feel like that's actually like a really supportive statement for him to make. But
Yeah, it's true. Like, anymore, it's kind of what we would expect. But it was a big deal back then. You're right.
yeah,
Yikes, that would be really tough.
it's a very somber start to this episode. Ooh.
He's a little angry. Goodness.
Yeah, his character scares me a little bit. He gets angry very quickly.
Very easily. He pops
Yeah.
off nasty.
It's very volatile.
Forget about it. Apollo 15 will locate a usable site, and the president will announce that mankind's first permanently manned base on the moon will be flying the Star-Spangled Banner.
It's so political. So much
I know.
space political.
I know, all this like flag planting stuff and rhetoric. It's like, oh.
The circus is over. Now you can put all your focus back on the lunar base, where it belongs.
It's like,
You know, women can go to that lunar base too.
I know, it's like it's so sad to think about like I mean, obviously this is fiction, but it's like so sad to think about the fact that like we went through Mercury 13, those women didn't get to go. Now we've got another crop of women that are all like highly trained, highly specialized, and now they're trying to pull the plug on it again.
Yep.
These women are the first to successfully complete all of NASA's required training.
Deke with the power move.
And so now it is my great privilege to introduce to you
That was a middle finger. Oh, I love him.
Stevens.
He was like, I'm just going for it, and I am here for this. It makes you like understand the power of like if just one person would stand up for like these women or these programs.
How
and
much
things
could
like that.
happen?
Yeah.
I agree completely. And he just went for it. He just like, forget you. This is the
Yeah.
statement I'm gonna make.
I feel like Molly Cobb, like she's like, I can't believe this is happening. She like really doesn't get what.
This. I know. I did.
I know she's model last Jerry Cop, but like she also gives me the Wally Funk vibes of like when Wally went up and was like,
Congratulations.
it's happening. Like,
Yeah.
List.
Any questions?
Yeah, I know, it's interesting because last time we did one of these recordings was before Wally Funk going up. It kind of like changes things a little bit. I also feel like I've just done so much more research into like the Mercury 13, and now I have like such an even greater appreciation for that group.
Yeah, especially when you can put names with each one of them, and they become real people. It's not just 13 women, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And from that moment on, they will put you under the microscope, and they will never, ever let you fly.
You're overreacting.
You have to be smarter than this. Smarter than everyone else, or you're done.
Honestly, NASA's still like that, if you ask me.
Really?
Oh, not to the same level of like this, of like your sexuality, but it's like you gotta have a squeaky clean record. You cannot mess up.
Just act the way they're.
I have heard that, like even with like
Yeah.
the interviews for the astronaut candidate stuff.
You become a person again once you retire from NASA, and then you can have your own thoughts and stuff. From what I understand.
That's
Sorry,
kind
NASA,
of a
I don't mean to
depressing
offend you,
thought.
but that's what I understand.
If someone doesn't like it, then screw them.
This isn't just about you.
I'm not trying to be some goddamn role model for women. I'm just a pilot.
No. You're an astronaut.
It's like, it's true though. It's like whether she wants that responsibility or not, she's gonna be the first American woman astronaut, and it's
Yeah,
a lot of responsibility.
He's got, and at some level, it's here's the bar. You either meet it or you don't.
Well, yeah, I mean exactly. Like, you don't want to be in a situation where like your commander doesn't trust you either. So.
The dynamic between Ed and Molly has been very interesting to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Talk a
is
little bit about
interesting to see that evolve. I also really like the fact that Margot called it straight, you know? Like, she definitely was like, you need to... Because I think Molly needed to hear that, you know?
I agree. And I think that's something women can do better of calling it out because there's actually something there.
Yeah.
Not just to like competition or the women on women stuff, but truly kind of more like, I have your back. Let me call you out because you need to hear it. I don't know if that's what happened there, but that's something we could get better at in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the way Margot came in a little hostile, so, like, I'm not sure, like, how women would respond. Like, if someone came at me with that much energy, it would be a lot to handle, but at the same time, I mean, she was definitely justified. Also, maybe because Molly's a little bit, like, herself kind of sarcastic and difficult to get along with, maybe that was kind of, like, the only way to get through to her. I don't know. Look at what she's gonna do, though. I love this.
What was that?
What was what, hon? I gotta run. I'll call you later. Love you.
Yeah, it's like, reminder, I know what you did.
Oh my god, that was so good! Oh my god, I don't even have anyone to do that to, but I want to do it to someone.
I know. Well, because I love the fact that, like, I don't know, I feel like that would be such a destabilizing thing to hear, like, especially when she already admitted that she was, like, feeling guilty and, like, not feeling like a good mom, and then he just totally used that on launch day, too, and it's like, that is not the energy that we need to bring, okay? Like, let's save that. I also love that in this time period, it's not like he could keep texting her or, like, bothering her to be like, so what were you up to last night or whatever, or like, you know, it's like back then when you hung up the phone, and like, who knows when you talk to that person.
Heroes up for politics.
The astronaut lost. It gets me. I love the astronaut lost.
But see, this part's so great. He sees like all the women, especially too, and how excited they are.
I was there for the Inspiration 4 walkout. That was so cool.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah, that would be amazing. But look at what he does. I love this. He's like, you take the lead, Molly. You're the one they want to see. I thought that was a good, showed good leadership.
A woman's
I
place
love the
is in
shirts
space.
that say a
I
woman's
love
place
that.
in space. Yeah. This is really cute.
I'm excited for her to see a rocket launch. Oh my gosh.
I know. I've still never seen one up close, Bailey. I mean, only from afar.
Inspiration 4 is my first actual rocket launch. It was magical.
I mean, that's a good one to have be your first, I gotta say. I wonder how you feel like when the door closes and it's like, is it like you're nervous, you're excited, both?
Sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Aww.
Launch commit.
I love him.
I know.
I just love rocket launches so much.
Wow. I mean, look at that. It's a great visual there. Also, I'd like to comment on how awesome it is that that girl's dad was like, you need to be there for this, you need to see it. Like, he's so encouraging to her.
Yeah, you don't always see that.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing on the news, Deke. Quite a show. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
But if the girl screws up, it's your ass.
Oh, damn, okay.
That's not what you want to hear, though. Because it's like, there's still a long way to go on that mission. That would be really cool.
Oh my gosh, I want that so bad.
Oh!
It's Jerry Cobb! It's Jerry! I told you, she's a badass. I love her.
Yeah. So, alright. So, like, thoughts?
Wow. Let's see. Okay. I guess, like I said, I think it was really interesting to watch Ed and Molly kind of have to do that little dance of figuring out each other.
Yeah.
I do feel like he was pretty aggressive right off the bat and very much like, oh, well, you're a woman, you're not ready, and that sort of stuff. But then I also feel like, and this is something you see in industry, and I'm not faulting her or anything like that, but then you have the woman also pushes back, right? And kind of makes it more difficult to foster that relationship. And so kind of, we talked about it a little bit, like both of them had to let go of the ego of it all and just be a team and stuff like that. And I think specifically that moment at the end when he made the joke about, you know, the government pay and they laughed.
Yeah.
That right there made me feel like that was the feeling I had with my crew in High Seas. Like that was that, like, we are a crew, we're in this together. So I think they will work it out in future episodes.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like, it was good to see like the dynamic kind of shift and come around. I think everything needed to happen that happened, right? Like they kind of needed to, because like he obviously had to evolve and kind of grow in terms of the way he was thinking about the whole dynamic of the crew, because he was being really unfair at first, you know, in terms of like the way he was viewing her differently for being a woman, but also like, and she had to push back because I think she needed him to know that like she wasn't going to, you know, take it. But at the same time, you're right. Like she also needed Margot to come in and kind of be like, yeah, okay, but you also need to be like on top of like everything that you're doing and making sure that you're like doing it right, because that's also how you're going to like win the respect of your commander as well. Yeah. So I think everything that happened was ultimately like for the better, and hopefully, you know, it's like the crew continues to kind of like evolve into building like trust for, you know, their group. I think that's the important thing. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, like this episode was really exciting because we're on the way to the moon, which is amazing. So I feel like next episode is going to be awesome.
I agree. I'm so excited to see that. I mean, we're gonna have this like first American woman on the moon kind of vibe, and that's gonna be cool. I love those t-shirts, A Woman's Place is in Space. Like, why do I not have that t-shirt right now? Like,
I know. You know what? I mean, maybe we need to like add that to Celestial Citizen merch. So I'm gonna like jot that down. A woman's.
Maybe like, yeah, write that one down for future.
Yeah, because I love that. It's so good. Well, because I've seen those shirts that are like A Woman's Place is in the Resistance, and so that's what it made me think of too.
That is, yeah, you're right, yeah.
But anyway, but yeah. All right, well, this has been fun. And we will continue with episode 5 next time. Thanks everyone for joining us.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a good one. I know it. They're all good ones. So.
Yes. I love this show. It's so good. So, yep. Bye everyone. Thanks for joining.